From Learfield on the Mustangs Sports Network, this is Tempo Talk with Chad Morris. Brought to you by BMW. Test drive one at your local Dallas-Fort Worth BMW centers and take advantage of exclusive offers. Credit Union of Texas. Be a part of something unexpected. CUTX.org. Experience more. The Lyle School of Engineering, offering master's programs through on-campus and distance education options. Visit lyle.smu.edu. Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue. Find your comfort zone. Also by Ruthie's Rolling Cafe, voted the best grilled cheese in Texas. Live from Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue, here is your host, Rich Phillips.
Welcome to our first edition of Tempo Talk this season. I am Rich Phillips along with the head coach of the SMU Mustangs, Chad Morris. Welcome, Coach. How are you?
Hey, we're back, huh?
We're back year two. They are having us back here. We are at Ozona Grill and Bar this year. We're going to be taking questions on all things Mustang football on Tempo Talk with head coach Chad Morris this year. There's multiple ways to get in. You can go to SMUMustangs.com, hit the Ask the Coach button. You can submit your questions on Twitter using the hashtag Tempo Talk, or you can join us live in person each week at Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue from 7 to 8 and submit a question for Coach Morris live from the audience. And this is a big week, obviously, after lots of work all through the month of August, ready to get rolling on Saturday night with game number one.
Well, it is. You know, you got you open up the season this week, so it's game week. There's a buzz in the air. There's excitement. Our team meeting yesterday. Obviously, today our players have the day off. They came by and picked up their scouting reports, and they're on their own from there. But last night, team meeting, a lot of excitement. A lot of hard work has gone in since the last time we've stepped off this field, and I know these guys are excited to start their year three. You know, year three with us and our system and our culture, and it's going to be an exciting year. We're really excited about it.
Yeah, tell me about that year three. You just mentioned it, and that's what I had written down to talk about a little bit in this segment. What is different about a program now that it's year number three for you, for almost everybody on your staff, and for some of your players, it's year three with you guys too?
Well, anytime you do something for the third time, you're going to be better. I mean, you can't help but to be better. But we've really done a great job as a staff establishing our culture. You know, came in here fixing to be 33 months on September 1st. And it's hard to believe I've been here 33 months. But 33 months, September 1st, and to lay the groundwork and put the culture in place and really build it from the ground floor up. And, you know, a lot of people that first year you saw some improvements. You know, for the most part, if you didn't know much about SMU football and you just kind of followed the school board, you would think, well, probably nothing's really happening over there. But really what was happening was that, man, we were laying the groundwork. We were putting the foundation in for this program. And setting our standard and putting our culture in place. Year two saw us go 5-7. I had a chance to get them. To get into a bowl game. All we had to do is win one of our last two, and we're, unable to do that. And we weren't ready, to be honest with you. We saw a lot of growth in our program. We saw some huge gains, but we weren't ready. We just didn't have the depth to finish it out. We didn't have the experience to finish it out. And then now coming into year three, you know, our mission for our program is to provide and to prepare these young men and young women, because we have young women that work on our floor as well, for success both on and off the field for the rest of their life. And you know, by doing that is you have to define what success is, and so we've really stressed hard of just be your best. Whatever your best is, that's what we ask. And so we saw that last year, and you saw some immediate growth, and we saw all of a sudden, hey, we got this figured out. We saw a team play at such a high level, but we couldn't remain that consistent with it. So year three, there's a lot of guys that have played a lot of football that really shouldn't have played early on, but they were forced to play. But now looking back on it, man, this is really going to pay dividends this year coming into this third season for us.
Yeah, you mentioned there at the end of the season, had a chance to play for a bowl game. Obviously, it stings a lot not to get it done. What does that sting do going into this season for your guys?
Well, I think, when you step out on the field Saturday, these guys are have put everything behind them. When you look at what a Division I football player has to put in, and And they have to train for 1,656 hours. That's the amount of training that is absolutely required of these young men over the course of a year. And so they've put in their 1656 is what we call it. And that's anything's mandated from compliance meetings to practice to weight training to meals, whatever it may be. And so you ask them, well, we got to talk about what when everybody else has to do it too. So why is your 1656 more important than someone else's 1656? And we talk about it's all about the investment. And so one of our mottos this year was investment. And if you truly invest, and the best thing you can do is invest in yourself. And because really, when you think about it, Saturday night, the average person, the average player out there is going to play about 50 snaps. The average snap count from second-wise is 4 to 6 seconds per snap. Well, let's just say it's 6 seconds a snap. He's going to play 300 seconds in a game. That's 5 minutes. So is your 1,656 hours of training, did you invest enough to give everything you got for just 5 minutes? And over the course of a season, you're really going to play an hour. And so if your investment, or did you spend your time up there? Because we're going to make you be there. Did you spend your time, or did you invest your time? If you invested it, you're going to make sure your 5 minutes is worth and more important than the other guy that's lined up with a scholarship just like you.
Of course, we know there's so much else going on besides football right here, not very far from home. You got a lot of kids I know that are from the Houston area. What's that like for those guys with Hurricane Harvey, and they got loved ones and friends at home that they've been having to check on?
Yeah, that's been really difficult on our guys. We got a lot of our kids are from the Houston area. We've done a really good job recruiting that area. And we've got several of our players that their families the house has been completely flooded. One of our parents, or one of our players' parents, actually got out of their house early yesterday morning on jet skis, and their house is flooded as well. So we've really done a great job as a staff talking to our guys about it and just wanting to hear from them, constantly asking them, hey, what can we do? I've reached out to our parents. Trying to make a point to either text them and just say, hey, we're here to help. What can we do to help with you guys? And they all come back with the same response, just take care of our baby. Just take care of our baby. I said, well, we're going to do that. Don't worry about that. But when you look back at it and you see, the things that lost obviously are material things. I was actually down in Bay City when Allison came in and our house flooded. And when you start looking at that and you start thinking about all that's material, all that can be replaced, but you can't replace a life. And so fortunately right now, thank goodness, everybody's healthy, and but we're in constant contact with our players and talking to our parents right now.
And I know you're like me. You've been to Houston many times. It's just stunning to see some of the images and those highways that are 10, 12 feet underwater downtown. It's just shocking to see.
It is. It's extremely sad when you start looking at all those people and just even coming over here. I was looking at it before I got in the car and just seeing the devastation that's happening on our Gulf Coast. But here's the thing I would say, and we talked to our players about this last night. Coach Smith does a great job helping me with our class meetings, and we talked about adversity. And what happens is when you get adversity, it brings out the best in people. And that's what our state's going through right now. That's what our Gulf Coast is going through is adversity. Well, you're also seeing just some phenomenal heroic efforts from people all over our great state and all over surrounding states coming in and helping. And that's really, we can't shadow all that without just looking and recognizing those that are putting their lives on the line to help. But our thoughts and prayers are with all our families and all the people on the Gulf Coast area.
That is SMU head coach Chad Morris. This is Tempo Talk. I am Rich Phillips. Every Monday night we're here at Ozona Grill and Bar and on 770 KAAM all throughout the SMU football season. The Mustangs at home this Saturday night, 6 o'clock against Stephen F. Austin. We're going to talk a lot about that. I know you like to talk about a lot of your players, Coach, but there's one guy in particular who's your headliner. We're going to talk about him coming up next here on Tempo Talk with Chad Morris.
How do you improve upon a legend? First, you make it come standard with sports seats to put you in position to carve every corner. You give it an 8-speed Steptronic transmission with paddle shifters, standard. And you make it near perfectly balanced to give you even more control of the road. But if you want to know how to catch up to a legend, sorry, can't help. The new BMW 3 Series. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Test drive one at your local Dallas-Fort Worth BMW centers and take advantage of exclusive offers.
It's finally time for some Mustangs football, y'all. And Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue has the perfect spot in the best patio in town. So head over to Ozona and yell at the TVs while enjoying some great West Texas favorites and drinking some ice-cold drinks. And don't forget about happy hour from 4 to 7 Sunday through Friday with $1 off all bar drinks and complimentary chips and salsa. Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue. Look them up on ozonagrill.com. Go SMU!
If you experience hip or knee pain, I know what you're thinking. Whew. And basically, you have two choices. You can wait until the gets so bad you can't stand it, or you can take the first step to living without right now at yourjointhealth.com. An online hip and knee assessment from the health system more people choose for joint health in North Texas. Texas Health. Visit yourjointhealth.com today.
When it comes to your signage needs, trust the experts at Fast Signs North Central. With more than 50 years of knowledge, Fast Signs North Central will help provide you with a true turnkey experience. From branding and design work to complete production and installation, let Fast Signs North Central make your vision a reality by calling 214-890-4444 or find them online at fastsigns.com/11. Fast Signs North Central. More than fast, more than signs. Are you serving or have served our country? SMU's Lyle School of Engineering offers master's programs and tuition reductions for military personnel across the globe. For veterans and those in the uniformed services of the U.S., our distance education programs provide a way to help engineer our nation's future. It's just one way SMU is saying thank you to those who protect and serve our country. Check it out at lyle.smu.edu. Ruthie's Rolling Cafe serving up the best grilled cheese in Texas. For 4 years in a row, Ruthie's has been voted the best food truck of SMU and Park Cities. Ruthie's is a crowd favorite among the ponies. You can find the food trucks rolling on SMU campus, SMU home games, and you can find them regularly at Clyde Warren Park. To book Ruthie's for a private party, visit their site at ruthiesfoodtrucks.com. Because after all, there ain't no party like a grilled cheese party. So, seize the cheese.
We're back here at Ozona Grill and Bar for Tempo Talk with Chad Morris. I am Rich Phillips, and the SMU Mustangs open the season Saturday night, 6 o'clock against Stephen F. Austin. We want to remind you, season tickets are on sale. You can order your $99 season tickets online at gethereforgameday.com or call the ticket office at 214-768-4263. And again, Saturday night, 6 o'clock, SMU and Stephen F. Austin at Gerald J. Ford Stadium. Well, as I said going into the break a moment ago, Coach, I know you like to talk about all of your players, but we got to talk about a guy who is a preseason All-American because, folks, we haven't had that in a while, right? And we're happy to have that, right? And I know the coach is pretty happy to have a preseason All-American. Cortland Sutton back for his junior year, and obviously so much expected of him this season.
Well, it is. You know, when we got him there were talk that he was going to go ahead and declare for the draft in late December, and really try to do a good job of preparing him and providing him all the information that he needed to make an educated decision. Because that's the one thing you want to do. You want to make sure that that your players make the right choice. And I've had several first round draft picks, and so I know how to prepare them, and I know give him the information to make that decision. And so we went through a 10-year study over the number of wide receivers drafted in the first round over the last 10 years. Well, the average number of wide receivers drafted in 10 years is about 3.4. So we rounded it up and said 4. Let's just say an average of 4. Some years it's 6, some years it's 0, but for the most part over a 10-year span it's 4. And I said, Cortland, now you look at this, and I said, now everybody, all the experts have said that you're not in the top 4, but you are in the top 8, and it could be drafted. And so he gets a second-round grade. And so I said, look, now the next thing is let's look at the difference in money. And if you're the last pick of the NFL draft, if you're the last pick of the first round and the first pick of the third round, there's a difference of about $8.8 million. And I said, man, just think about this, man. If this is what you want to do, I'm going to support you. But you get to come back to SMU. You get to graduate in 3.5 years. Look, I know you've got another year of eligibility left. We get that, but we know you're going to be a senior. We're going to declare you a senior now. You don't have to worry about that. Go out and have fun. If you come back, graduate, improve your draft stock, you could go from being the 8th guy to the number 1 guy. And that's kind of where we're at right now with him. He's had a great camp. He's a phenomenal leader. People come in, all these NFL scouts come in and talk to me about him and our staff about him. And here's the one thing I would say. He's a phenomenal football player. And y'all see him as a football player, number 16, making unbelievable catches. But let me just tell you, he's an unbelievable person. And not just him. We got a lot of guys that way on our football team. But this guy has impeccable character and stands for the right things. And I've got a son that's a sophomore in high school. I hope he grows up to be like Cortland and when he's his age. And so, that's what makes it even more special. And I'm telling you as fans, we got a great turnout here tonight. Got our Palm and Cheer squad here. And, oh, by the way, I do want to see those rings, by the way, So I saw you. I got them on. But – I want to tell everybody, our fans that are here is don't
forget Peruna's here.
And Peruna's there, yeah. There he is. Oh, no, you can't wave me off now.
No,
come on now.
His feelings were hurt. So,
hey, look, it's game week. I'll roadblock you right here. I'll tackle you right now. So, but no, we're excited to have Peruna out as well. But really, the thing is that you really want to come out and support this team and watch this guy. This guy is he's a once in a lifetime guy that you coach, and it's pretty special. And I hope that everybody doesn't take that for granted and be able to come out and support these guys, because this is going to be a really good year for this program.
So your first year here, Cortland set a freshman record for SMU in receiving yards, and he followed it up by setting the sophomore record last year, and I believe it was 3rd in a single season in SMU history. We obviously see what a physical receiver he is. What does he need to refine about his game? Because I know you're a coach. You're not just letting him go. You guys nitpick these guys a little bit, right? Yeah, we coach him harder than we coach anybody else on the field, I'll be honest with you. I mean, that's just what you have to do. And there's a lot of things that Cortland has to work on. He was a little rusty and a little loose at the top of his routes when he comes out of his breaks. So just fine-tuning that, just improving his nutrition. That's been a big thing for us, and just another year of recognizing coverages and understanding the different leverages of corners and how they play them and getting off press coverage. And the great thing about this is he goes against a guy which I think is one of the top corners in all of college football right now in Jordan Wyatt that's returning for us. And so it's iron sharpening iron every day, and they're roommates and they're constantly at each other, and it's a great battle. And I know Cortland has improved Jordan, and Jordan has definitely improved Cortland during this camp. Obviously, he's your lead guy, but it's got to be important for you to have guys like James Poche, Trey Quinn, plenty of other guys that can help take the pressure off and not let everybody on the defense just load up on Cortland. Well, this wide receiver group, and I was in my notes here, this wide receiver group is as deep and as talented as there are in college football. I mean, there's some phenomenal, and again, we've had great receivers where I've been before. We've got a great receiving core. And everybody's going to talk about Cortland Sutton, but you better not forget Trey Quinn, and you better not forget a James Prochet and a Myron Gilliard and a Shelby Walker. Alex Honey has had a phenomenal camp that's going to help back up Cortland. And we got a couple of true freshmen right now that are dynamic, and I'm excited about these guys as well. So this is a group that you're going to see a rotation that's going to just keep the assault on all game long, and we're able to do that. This is the first time we've been able to do that since I've been here. This is Tempo Talk with Chad Morris. I am Rich Phillips. We're here at Ozona Grill and Bar every Monday night of game week from 7 until 8. We're going to get into some other guys on the offense and maybe talk a little bit of defense as SMU gets ready to play Stephen F. Austin this Saturday night. We'll do that coming up next here on Tempo Talk.
It's finally time for some Mustangs football, y'all. And Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue has the perfect spot in the best patio in town. So head over to Ozona and yell at the TVs while enjoying some great West Texas favorites and drinking some ice-cold drinks. And don't forget about happy hour from 4 to 7 Sunday through Friday with $1 off all bar drinks and complimentary chips and salsa. Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue. Look them up on ozonagrill.com. Go SMU!
Hey, Mustang fans! Football season is just around the corner, and that means it's time to start planning your boulevard. And we want to help make it easy and hassle-free. Beginning this season, our team at Block Party will be offering full turnkey service with premium reserve space, top-quality tents, lounge furniture, and bellhop services to Mustang fans who are looking for a better game day experience. All you need to do is show up, and we'll handle the rest. For more information and to book a hassle-free boulevard, please visit our website at blockpartypresents.com.
Business is a game, and if you want to win, you have to be faster, smarter, and more focused than the competition. Which is why SMU Cox offers the Fast Track 1-year MBA, designed to launch your career in just 12 months. Learn from world-class faculty, study with driven peers, and connect to a global alumni network spanning 80 countries. The Fast Track 1-year MBA, a major career highlight, only from SMU Cox. More online at coxgrad.com.
Experience more. Experience more everything. More service. More value. Solutions to your financial needs. That's what Credit Union of Texas is here for. We are interested in what's going on with you, and our employees are empowered to help with wherever your financial highway takes you. At the end of every interaction, our goal is that little nod and smile that you can't fight off when you experience something unexpected. That's the CUTX way. CUTX.org. Experience more.
For over 15 years, Texans have trusted firefighting's finest moving and storage to provide professional service for their residential or commercial moving needs by our teams of off-duty firefighters and professional movers. Whether it's packing, moving, or storage, firefighting's finest professional staff will provide SMU fans with an unparalleled level of customer service. Visit us at firefightermovers.com for more information. Ask about our weekday move special for SMU fans. And remember to use movers you can trust.
ESPN's Neil Everett here. This college football season, Nissan's putting you in the driver's seat. Go to NissanHeismanHouse.com. Build a customized Titan wrapped in your school's colors. Then register for a chance to win it. Or you can win a trip to the Heisman Trophy ceremony. Enter the Nissan Heisman House Sweepstakes. Take on today. Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Ends 12/8/17. Open to residents of USDC 18 and older. Official rules at NissanUSA.com/Heisman House Sweepstakes. Sponsored by Nissan North America.
Welcome back to Tempo Talk with Chad Morris. I am Rich Phillips, the voice of the SMU Mustangs. We'll have SMU football Saturday night against Stephen F. Austin. It'll be over on 1310 and 96.7 FM The Ticket, beginning at 5:30 with a pregame show and 6 o'clock for kickoff. Game also on ESPN3, and, of course, tickets are available at gethereforgameday.com. Coach, we talked in last segment about one player in particular. Let's talk a little bit more about your offense. And first, question number one I know everybody has is, who is starting at quarterback Saturday night against SFA?
Well, you know what? That's a great question. I've been asked that by a lot of people, but we'll have to throw that to Peruna. So, Peruna, you're going to start. You got the nod. Saturday night.
All right.
There we go. There it is. He's got it. You know what? We've had a great camp. Well, all three of these guys have had a great camp. You know, Ben obviously coming back from last year and starting 11 games. And just excited about Ben and what he's done. Rafe Peavy's done a great job, transferred in from Arkansas, had a really good spring. Fall camp, he did an exceptionally good job. And DJ Gillens, our transfer that came in from Pearl River, which was prior to that he was at Wisconsin. So we've got a great battle going on right now with these guys, and they've really complemented each other in a lot of areas. And so we'll have to wait and see, you know, Saturday night who we roll out there at first, but we're excited. We're excited about any of these three guys. We feel like these three guys could play for a lot of teams across the country.
How much better of a position do you think you are in going into this season at quarterback?
Well, I think we're in a lot better position for the simple standpoint that you have depth. And, you know, there was times last year that we literally had to pull a true freshman running back and make him a quarterback. Mm-hmm. That's unheard of in a Division I program, but we were struggling that much at depth. And so but with us being able to have these three guys, first of all, they're three phenomenal young men and great workers, have unbelievable work ethic. And so I'm excited about all three of them.
Behind them, you've got Braden Westback, who was pressed into a lot more service, I think, than you really wanted last year because of the much like you had at quarterback, you had an injury at running back in game 1-2 with Xavier Jones. First, let's talk about what Braden did last year, though. He went off for over 1,000 yards last season and really took hold of that position.
Well, he's one of the few players in college football, running back-wise, that's returning from a 1,000-yard season. Yes. So excited about Braden. He came back heavier, stronger, and has had a really good camp. Coach Traylor's done a great job of managing these guys' reps, and that's one thing you got to be careful of, especially when you go into a fall camp and just making sure you don't burn them up in camp. So Braden West has done a great job for us. Xavier Jones, is back. Finally, we're getting him back. I know he is so ready to get out there Saturday night. I mean, this is a young man that, if you remember, we lost him in the first game of the year last year, and really and tried to get him back and just couldn't do it. So we wound up redshirting him. He broke Eric Dickerson's freshman touchdown mark as a true freshman. So again, this guy's dynamic. He gives a great compliment to Braden. They work really good together. And then the young man that got the experience last year that was really thrust into the role was Kamen Freeman, and back as a sophomore from Texarkana. And so Liberty Ilu. So we're excited about having these three guys and what they can bring to this offense.
On the defensive side, you had more changes there with a lot of seniors on last year's group, especially the secondary has got a different makeup. You got certainly big one back in Jordan Wyatt and Rodney Clemens return starting at safety, but some new faces that are going to be starting this weekend.
Yeah, and before we go on to that defense side of the ball, Rick, I want to make sure we talk about our offensive line because I do think this is probably going to be one of the strengths of our football team before it's over with. These guys have had a great camp. Coach Fry's done a phenomenal job with them. Chad Pursley's back. We lost Chad on the last play of fall camp last year when he tore his ACL, and Chad's back bigger, stronger than he's ever been. Nick Natur, which Nick played a lot of ball the last few years, has now moved into left guard and has done a great job for us as well. Has got a lot of game experience underneath him. Evan Brown, we know what Evan is. He's an all-conference player that's got a lot of game experience and provides great leadership. Jacob Dedor is at right guard. But there'll be a rotation going on right there. I'm really excited about what the right side of our line looks like from Bryce Wilds. And then we had a graduate transfer in Will Hopkins that's from Oregon State that's back or that's coming in and joining us. And he provides a lot of size for us, a lot of game experience as well. So excited about those guys. But, and again, we've got our tight end position is a group that we felt like we created some depth with Raymond Epps, a graduate transfer from Arizona State. Ryan Becker and Mitchell Kaufman are back for another year. And we made a move and moved Hunter Thedford from the defensive end to tight end. And let me tell you, this guy has had we did it about, third practice into camp, and he's done a great job. This guy's 6'6.5" and weighs 270 and runs well. And so he's going to give us some size on our offensive line because I really want to run a lot more true tight end set. And so we hope we'll be able to get to that this year with these guys with some depth. So excited about those guys. And obviously you brought the defensive side of the ball. In our secondary, Jordan Wyatt, I mentioned him, all-conference unanimous decision, third in the country in interceptions. I think he had two or three that were returned for pick sixes last year. Again, this is a guy that, he's going to be on everybody's draft stock. I know he's got another year, but this guy is he's pretty special. And it just shows you, though, and I'm speaking to everybody in here, but it just shows you what playing experience does to young men because he started for us our first year here. And, and from where he started and to where he is right now, it's not even the same guy. And he's one of our leaders of our team. And so to watch his development over 3 years and how he's transformed his body and his skill set. So really excited about that. We do on the other side of the field, though, we got Christian Davis and Eric Sutton. And then, we're really, really young. Cedric Lancaster's another young man that'll help back up Jordan. But we're really young in the safety position, the back end. We lost some good guys there as well. And but we've got a younger – this is probably the youngest position that we have on our football team, but probably overall the most talented position. When you start looking at Mikael Onu, which played for us last year, Rodney Clements played for us last year as true freshman. Elijah McQueen is you'll see him. He's number 6. He puts his foot in the ground and there's no sense him ever owning a car. If you were as fast as he were, I'd run everywhere I ever went. So this guy is so fast and is so sudden. And when he gets there, the closer he gets to the ball, the faster he gets. So, and then Kevin Johnson. So you got 4 really good guys back there. We've recruited well. Colin Rock's another young man. But this is a young group. It'll be tested early in the year.
Now, when you talked earlier about when you break it down to how few minutes guys actually play as far as active snaps, I think one guy who, as a freshman last year, may have gotten the most out of his limited time that they all play was Demrick Gary, who I know you've got on your depth chart starting at defensive tackle this week. Demrick, who, man, it seemed, what did he average, 12 snaps a game last year, something like that?
Yeah.
And he had 7 tackles for loss and 4 sacks for you, too.
Yeah, just a guy that loves SMU. Let me tell you, when we recruited this young man from right around the corner, I mean, he's played ball here in our great city, and I mean, he loves SMU, as all our guys do. But this guy is, man, he comes to work every day with a smile on his face. But true freshman last year, played for us, made an impact for us. But, you start talking about our defensive line, and the one thing I do know, when you have solid teams that can compete for championships, you're solid in your D-line. You have depth in the D-line, and you have depth in your offensive line. And that's what we feel like we really do. Probably the deepest position that we have outside of our wide receivers is our defensive line. And when you start looking at Justin Lawler, an all-conference unanimous decision, which is, just a phenomenal leader for our football team, has played a lot of ball here. And then you have Demrick Gary. We've got Pono Davis, which came in from Tyler Junior College, played some ball there, and made some big plays for them. And he's joined us and had a great camp. He's actually came in and allowed us to bring on some of the younger guys a little bit more. And then we have a graduate transfer, Demarie Mixon from Mesquite Horn. And he graduated from Tennessee, joined us. And when you put him on the other side of Justin Lawler, and you start really looking like a true Division I defensive front, and guys that can move around. Michael Badajo is another young man. We got a guy from Northeast Oklahoma, Tyson Niels, has really had a great camp. And then you start putting some of these guys that have played or redshirted last year, Ken McLaurin from Denton Ryan, J.T. Williams, and Chris Biggers. So you have some guys to rotate through, Nick Horton, Delonte Scott. So you're going to see a big rotation in our D-line with guys rolling in and out, trying to keep them fresh and to be strong in the fourth quarter.
And we'll see him for the first time at 6 o'clock Saturday night at Ford Stadium against Stephen F. Austin. Want to remind you to pick up your SMU Mustang toll tag and drive with pride. Pony up and pay less when traveling on all North Texas toll roads. Toll tags available at SMU Parking and ID Services while supplies last for $19.99. And it is Stephen F. Austin that will be here Saturday night at 6 o'clock. Up next, though, it's our Ask the Coach segment. We'll do that here on Tempo Talk with Chad Morris.
The patients have spoken. Texas Institute for Surgery has one of the highest ratings when it comes to patient satisfaction. Texas Institute for Surgery is a state-of-the-art physician-partnered acute care hospital that specializes in treating sports medicine, orthopedics, joint replacement, spine, and pain management, among many other clinical services. Texas Institute for Surgery, the first choice for care by physicians and patients. For more information, go to TexasInstituteForSurgery.com. Texas Institute for Surgery is a physician-owned hospital.
Tired of searching online for custom catering companies? Looking for someone who can craft a special menu for your event? Look no further. The Festive Kitchen has it all, from on-site lunches and drop-off catering to daily handcrafted food for your employees. Let the experts at the Festive Kitchen design a game plan for all of your catering needs. The Festive Kitchen also offers daily food shop specials, weekly entrees, and seasonal food shop menus. Find us at thefestivekitchen.com. That's thefestivekitchen.com.
Banking today is like living in a world where you are constantly being targeted by supervillains, and finding their weakness is not easy unless you've got secure checking with ID Protect from Credit Union of Texas. ID Protect monitors your online identity and alerts you immediately of any activity, and a fraud specialist is always on call to help clear your identity. You've got a bunch of superheroes watching your back. Credit Union of Texas. Experience more at CUTX.org.
Every Saturday, football fans flock to stadiums around the country to cheer on their teams. Chances are, the next person your business needs to hire is in the stands somewhere. But how do you find them? Here's the smartest way. Go to ZipRecruiter. One click posts your job to over 100 job boards, and ZipRecruiter identifies relevant candidates fast. 80% of employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within 24 hours. Choose the smartest way to hire. ZipRecruiter, leading job site of college sports fans everywhere. For your free trial, go to ZipRecruiter.com/football. Ruthie's Rolling Cafe, serving up the best grilled cheese in Texas. For 4 years in a row, Ruthie's has been voted the best food truck of SMU and Park Cities. Ruthie's is a crowd favorite among the ponies. You can find the food trucks rolling on SMU campus, SMU home games, and you can find them regularly at Clyde Warren Park. To book Ruthie's for a private party, visit their site at ruthiesfoodtrucks.com. Because after all, there ain't no party like a grilled cheese party. So, seize the cheese.
Wouldn't it be great to go to the game without the hassle of traffic and finding parking? You can when you use Wynn Transportation. It's what the Mustangs do. GoWin.com is where you can book a ride for 2 to 200 or more. Wynn offers sedans, SUVs, limos, minibuses, and motor coaches, and will make sure getting to and from the game is as enjoyable for you as the game itself. Your time and your experience is our passion. So visit GoWin.com to book. That's GOWYNNE.com.
Welcome back to Tempo Talk with Chad Morris. I am Rich Phillips. We are here every Monday night on 770 KAAM and at Ozona Grill and Bar for Tempo Talk. And right now it is time for our Ask the Coach segment that is brought to you by SMU's Lyle School of Engineering, offering master's programs through on-campus and distance education options with tuition reductions available for military personnel across the globe. Check it out at lyle.smu.edu. We'll take our first question, and again, you can submit questions all throughout the week at smumustangs.com by hitting the Ask the Coach button on the website. Trey in Dallas asks, heading into year 3, are we on track in your mind, Coach, to restoring SMU back to its glory days? And I know you, like I, growing up in the Metroplex, remember those glory days here at SMU for sure.
I believe so, without a doubt. You know, I think that where we are with our culture, where we are with this program right now, coming into year 3 is, and all you can ask is it to be better than it was year 2. And we feel like that this is going to be the best football team that I've been a part of since I've been here. And so I do. Without a doubt, I think this program is trending. And in college football, you're either trending upward or you're trending downward. And I definitely think the SMU Mustangs are trending rapidly upward.
Bobby in Arlington sends in a question. Coach, excited about being healthy this season. We'll knock on wood for that right there. What is your strongest unit coming out of fall camp? He asked on the offensive side, but let's go both sides, offense and defense. What are your strongest units?
Well, I would say right now, you know, both sides of the ball. From a defensive side, I would say our defensive line. Mm-hmm. We feel really confident with because of the depth. We got our linebacking core is really good with Kyron Mitchell and Jordan Williams, and so we feel good with those guys, Anthony Roan. But really, from a depth overall standpoint and a well-roundedness is our D-line. And then on the offensive side of the ball, obviously you look at the wide receiver core because of the depth you have. But we feel really confident with our offensive line as well. So that's a tough question because we've got depth, and that's something we haven't had, and that's definitely something to talk about.
And when you talk about depth on that defensive line, it's amazing how that position has transformed over the last 20, 30 years. It used to be you had your 4 guys and you rolled them out there for every snap, and now I know for me as the announcer, it is hard to keep up with who is out there because it is such a constant rotation you send in on the front line.
Yeah, it is, because a lot of it has to do with just the pace of play nowadays.
And David in Dallas sends in a question. A lot of people ask players what their game day traditions or superstitions are. David is curious what yours might be and what you do on a game day leading up to kickoff.
Well, you know, I try to get away a little bit, by myself, and just kind of reflect on where we are and where I am, and just be appreciative for all the people that have impacted my life. I try to spend some time with that, and from different coaches and teachers to my family to my parents to and the players that I've coached, and just being able to be able to kind of in my own way to say thank you to them to get to where I am today. and not lose focus of that. I like to go through a little mental kind of a headspace deal on your phone if you've got a Headspace app. I use some of that just to kind of get my mind right and relax. And then I like to drink a little bit of Red Bull, and I like to put it in the left lane.
A little bit.
Yeah, and then I kind of like to put it in the left lane and put the hammer down. So that's just kind of where we are.
You're a guy I've noticed too. You don't go out on the field really much, do you? Before the game.
Well, I will a little bit. I'll try to circle around just a little bit to visit with the opposing coach, and but not a whole lot. I mean, I kind of let my coaches do that, but I'll drift through. I usually got me a pocket full of candy. I love candy. I mean, I'm just a candy-holic, and so I'm trying to cut back on it. But I do like that.
You don't share any of that with me for pregame.
Well, when you reach in my pocket, when I get in my pocket, I'll usually put lemon heads in there.
All right.
And they sometimes, they stick together, and I have to throw them away because they get sweated on and all that. So,
well, I'll try to get one before you sweat on Saturday night.
There you go.
How's that? Saturday night, 6 o'clock at Ford Stadium is the season opener for SMU and Stephen F. Austin, and we're going to meet the enemy, the SFA Lumberjacks, coming up next here on Tempo Talk with Chad Morris.
While you're thinking about SMU football, More Disposal is thinking about trash, how to compact it, what to recycle, and how to haul it away. From front-load containers to roll-off dumpsters and commercial trash compactors, More Disposal can help you pick the right container. They can even help you recycle more with the Paper Retriever or Eco Rewards paper recycling programs. Call 214-357-4357 and let's talk trash. Family-owned and operated by SMU alumni and fifth-generation Dallasites. More Disposal, proud supporters of SMU Mustangs football. Pony up!
When it comes to your signage needs, trust the experts at Fast Signs North Central. With more than 50 years of knowledge, Fast Signs North Central will help provide you with a true turnkey experience. From branding and design work to complete production and installation, let Fast Signs North Central make your vision a reality by calling 214-890-4444 or find them online at fastsigns.com/11. Fast Signs North Central. More than fast, more than signs. Highland Park, Preston Hollow, and Lakewood Emergency Rooms, the official freestanding ER of SMU, and your neighborhood no-wait ER. With 3 facilities conveniently located near you, we're able to provide the Dallas area with upscale, quality care for all your emergency needs. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Visit HighlandParkER.com for more information. Highland Park, Preston Hollow, and Lakewood Emergency Rooms. Pony up. Are you serving or have served our country? SMU's Lyle School of Engineering offers master's programs and tuition reductions for military personnel across the globe. For veterans and those in the uniformed services of the U.S., our distance education programs provide a way to help engineer our nation's future. It's just one way SMU is saying thank you to those who protect and serve our country. Check it out at lyle.smu.edu.
With over 7,000 athletes in the greater Dallas area, Special Olympics Texas is dedicated to providing programming for children and adults with intellectual disabilities. By offering year-round training and athletic competition in a variety of Olympic-style sports, the athletes get a chance to develop physical fitness, build friendships, and experience the thrill of friendly competition. SMU Athletics is a proud collegiate partner of Special Olympics Texas. For more information about registering an athlete or signing up to coach or volunteer, visit SOTX.org or call 800-876-5646.
Maggiano's Little Italy specializes in serving lavish portions of authentic Italian-American cuisine made in their scratch kitchen, offering homemade pastas, signature salads, prime steaks, fresh fish, memorable desserts, and now brunch. Maggiano's Little Italy. It's a great place for good friends to gather to share good times and great food. Not only do they have an incredible brunch, lunch, and dinner, they are the perfect choice for a banquet of any size. Come as you are 7 days a week. At Maggiano's Little Italy, you get more of everything. Maggiano's is located at North Park Mall in Dallas.
We are at Ozona Grill and Bar for Tempo Talk, our new home for Tempo Talk with SMU head coach Chad Morris. I am Rich Phillips. Thanks for joining us here tonight on site and on 770 KWM. It is time for our Meet the Enemy segment that's presented by the Cox School of Business, offering the new Fast Track 1-year MBA designed to launch your career in just 12 months. Visit coxgrad.com for more information. And it is the Stephen F. Austin Lumberjacks that'll be here on Saturday night, 6 o'clock at Gerald J. Ford Stadium. And the one thing that I know for sure always when you're facing these FCS schools is don't overlook anybody. We've learned that all too well over the last several years, I think, in college football.
Well, without a doubt. And obviously a team like Stephen F. Austin, it's in our state. It's got some great tradition. Phenomenal stadium. We've played down there in high school many a times and got just a great atmosphere of deep East Texas, Nacogdoches, and got a great program. Coach Conque has been there his fourth season and has done a great job. Started out with, I think they were 8-5 early on in his career, and in the last couple of years they've kind of dropped off. But he's definitely have them trending in the right direction. You got an offense that's coming back that's averaging right around 440 yards a game and about 31 points a game. But let me tell you, they got a couple of guys you want to keep note of, and one of them is the strength of their offense, in our opinion, is their wide receiver core. So there's going to be some great matchups with our DBs with their wide receivers. But they've got a young man by the name of Tamarick Pace, which was a freshman All-American last year. He's 6'3", 200 pounds. And can definitely he could play. He could definitely make an impact in our wide receiver room as well. So this is a guy that's a playmaker. They've got a young man, Torian Gorey, which we actually played against him last year. He transferred in to Stephen F. Austin from North Texas. Okay. And a young man's 5'9", 185, and just dynamic with the ball in his hand. They got another wide receiver, Trey Hart. You're going to hear a lot about him. And then they're running backs. They got some running backs that they're extremely excited about that are freshmen. But as you look at them, Kajon Amos is their returning running back. He had 60 carries last year for almost 300 yards, and so he's projected to start. But you come in like this and you start looking at these guys, and they've got an offensive lineman, Josh Keith, that was an all-conference player. So, the guys come in and out, and they transfer in and out. So it's hard to say until they run them out there on the field exactly who the depth chart is in this first game. But I do know this, that they are a team that's fast-paced. They're very similar to us offensively. And, they've put up a lot of points in the past. And then when you look defensively and you start looking at the strength of their defense, is their defensive line. And so it's going to be a great challenge with our offensive line as well. When you look, they've got a young man by the name of John Franklin, and John is kind of their leader on defense. He was a first-team All-Southland Conference last year, a 2-year starter. He led them with 8 sacks, and so this guy's played in all 11 games for them. They got Marlon Walls, Lamont Alexander, and then a young man, Gary Sampson, which they've been really high on as well. So they've got some talent. Again, once you get out there Saturday night, you have a better understanding of it. But we know that we better bring our A game, especially these first games. You never know what happens. You got to be on point, special teams, and but they got a new defensive coordinator, and that's another thing. So you're not really studying SFA, you're studying. Coach Bird was at Tennessee Martin last year and has been for the last 5 seasons. So we've watched a lot of Tennessee Martin just from a scheme standpoint. And then you try to flip back over and watch Stephen F. Austin just to get the personnel and figure out how these guys play. And so you don't know. You got to get out there. And I tell our guys this all the time. Our biggest opponent is SMU, bottom line. And we got to worry about the Mustangs and all that other stuff will take care of itself. But we know that these guys are going to be coming in here, as all programs do, is just to look that, man, they could get their season kicked off right with coming in here and beating us. And so we better be on our game.
Also Saturday night at Ford Stadium is going to be Salute to Our Heroes game as you honor all active military personnel as well as veterans during the game.
Yeah, and what's a remarkable statistic, and that's that we're going to try to do this every first home game from this point forward. But, per our Bush Institute, our Library Institute, there are over 70% of the Americans who say they don't understand the challenges that veterans face as they transition into the civilian life. And a goal of this event is to help educate our fans in the Dallas area to bring that number down. And so we really our salute to our heroes and thank them for their service and what they do for us in this in our great country that we have.
You got an American flag pony for the helmet this week?
You know what? I believe we do.
All right.
Yeah.
I always look forward to see what the look is each week. I love the Dallas Skyline pony, too. That was a really popular one last year.
You know what? We had all the seniors and leadership committee over at the house for dinner last week, and they got to choose the uniforms all the way through the end of the year. And you talking about I finally just had to say, look, you guys got to shut up, and we got to go eat, because it was bickering back and forth.
I got to say, hotly contested.
I'm like, holy cow, come on now. And then they were getting Paula over there, and Paula was like, she was getting involved in on it. And I said, look, enough's enough. All right, we're going to pick the first 3 games, and then we'll revisit this after that. But we had fun with it. I always enjoy that.
And it is also a whiteout. All fans are encouraged to wear white Saturday night. For the SMU opener, it is at 6 o'clock at Ford Stadium against Stephen F. Austin. One more segment to go on the show here tonight. We'll get the keys to the game, and also we'll get the keys to the season from the coach. Coming up next here on Tempo Talk with Chad Morris.
Hey, Mustang fans! Football season is just around the corner, and that means it's time to start planning your boulevard. And we want to help make it easy and hassle-free. Beginning this season, our team at Block Party will be offering full turnkey service with premium reserve space, top-quality tents, lounge furniture, and bellhop services to Mustang fans who are looking for a better game day experience. All you need to do is show up, and we'll handle the rest. For more information and to book a hassle-free boulevard, please visit our website at blockpartypresents.com.
For over 15 years, Texans have trusted firefighting's finest moving and storage to provide professional service for their residential or commercial moving needs by our teams of off-duty firefighters and professional movers. Whether it's packing, moving, or storage, firefighting's finest professional staff will provide SMU fans with an unparalleled level of customer service. Visit us at firefightermovers.com for more information. Ask about our weekday move special for SMU fans. And remember to use movers you can trust.
ESPN's Neil Everett here. This college football season, Nissan's putting you in the driver's seat. Go to NissanHeismanHouse.com. Build a customized Titan wrapped in your school's colors. Then register for a chance to win it. Or you can win a trip to the Heisman Trophy ceremony. Enter the Nissan Heisman House Sweepstakes. Take on today. Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Ends 12/8/17. Open to residents of USDC 18 and older. Official rules at NissanUSA.com/Heisman House Sweepstakes. Sponsored by Nissan North America.
With over 7,000 athletes in the greater Dallas area, Special Olympics Texas is dedicated to providing programming for children and adults with intellectual disabilities. By offering year-round training and athletic competition in a variety of Olympic-style sports, the athletes get a chance to develop physical fitness, build friendships, and experience the thrill of friendly competition. SMU Athletics is a proud collegiate partner of Special Olympics Texas. For more information about registering an athlete or signing up to coach or volunteer, visit SOTX.org or call 800-876-5646.
It's our last segment this week of Tempo Talk with Chad Morris. I am Rich Phillips. We're here every Monday night of game week at Ozona Grill and Bar here on Greenville Avenue. And we're going to wrap the show up as we do every week with Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics. Shop ChooseNissan.com. Nissan, innovation that excites, and they bring you our keys to the game. We're going to go more, though, I think, to keys for your season. What are keys this year to your season to make this successful in 2017 for the SMU Mustangs?
Yeah, I tell you what. Here's what I think one of the keys to the season, keys to victory is to make sure we can get people in the stands and to come out and support these guys. I mean, we just hired one of our very own, Ramon Flanagan, came back and joined our staff, and has really done a phenomenal job reaching out to our former players, getting them back in. And I think that's one of the keys to our season is to take this, our SMU fan base, and to understand that you got something special. Don't overlook this moment and enjoy this journey that we're in, and get in there, support these guys. It's so vital to recruiting. It's so vital to the success of any Division I program is to have phenomenal fan support. We got a great turnout here tonight. We're on it, and we're just so excited about the direction of this program. And I feel like that's one of our keys this season is because everybody wants to be a part of a winner, and that's coming, and to make sure that everybody comes out there and supports these guys, and to show their support for the hard work. Because let me tell you, there's nobody that hurts any worse when they lose than these young men that put in so much time and so much energy. And to see our Palm squad and to see our cheer and our band and Peruna coming out there, and this is a great time to be a Mustang. And let me tell you, don't overlook this moment because it'll be gone before you know it, and just enjoy this journey that we're all on. And it's going to be a lot of fun, and I think that's one of our keys. And obviously I got the coach speak and can tell you we got to win the turnover margin and the big plays and all that. But you're going to see a great group of young men come out. Doesn't mean storms aren't coming, because they are. And that's when we need you the most as fan base. But again, this is going to be a fun group to watch. I'm excited to be out there and to be a part of them and to watch these guys because they're ready. And they put a lot of time and energy in, and they know we're on the cusp of something really special.
2 wins your first year, 5 wins last year. How vital is it to get over that hump this year with that 6th win at the very least?
Well, you know what, as you go back, and obviously everybody sees the 2 wins and the 5 wins, but let me tell you, these guys have won every day. And that's something we've done every day to establish this culture is we get up and we get up every day and we got a daily win. And what is our daily win? And to be honest with you, Rich, and you know me, you've known me now, I don't take no for an answer. I don't take no. You tell me who I need to go talk to, but I don't take no for an answer because I was hired to come here to turn this football program around, and that's exactly what we're doing. And I'm excited about the direction of this program. And let me tell you, I wake up every day, and that's one thing on my mind is making sure that I be able to stand out there in a November or a December and to watch y'all as a fan base celebrate, and to watch our coaches and their families celebrate, and to watch these kids celebrate. Look, I've won championships, and we've been a part. It's not about me. It's not about my family. It's about this fan base. It's about our players. It's about our staff. It's about their families, because there's a lot of coaches and our staff's wives and families that have sacrificed a whole lot over 33 months for this program, and to watch them celebrate as this season unfolds, that's what Paul and I are going to love the most about this year.
You said earlier that you tell your guys your biggest opponent every week is SMU. So what does SMU have to do to win over SMU on Saturday night?
Yeah, I think you got to come out and take care of the football. We do, and we've got to establish drives. We got to be patient. We got to understand that there's going to be times they're not going to give up the big play because you do have such a phenomenal group of wide receivers. You got to take what's there and run in the football. And I do think that you're going to see a football team that's going to be able to run the football this year. And we've got to stop the run defensively. That's another big thing that we have to do. And we've got to be able to play with great execution. And our motto this year is do simple better. So whatever that is, we want to be the best at what we do, and not just a jack of all trades with it.
We had a great crowd here tonight at Ozona
Awesome. Thank
Grill
you.
and Bar. Thank you so
you.
much. Hey, it's Labor Day next week, but we will be here because coaches don't take days off during the season. So
at Labor Day, we're going to labor.
Yes, we are. Next Monday night, 7 o'clock, 7 to 8. Be right back here at Ozona as we'll get ready for SMU in North Texas. And we're going to review SMU and Stephen F. Austin. That is this Saturday night, 6 o'clock kickoff. Radio side is on 1310 and 96.7 FM. The ticket beginning at 5:30. Coach, appreciate it. We'll see you Saturday night and see everybody here next Monday night.
It'll be a great crowd. Thank y'all for coming out. Pony up.
Thanks, everybody at Ozona, and thank you for coming out tonight for Tempo Talk with Chad Morris.
On the Mustang Sports Network from Learfield. Live from Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue, Tempo Talk with Chad Morris has been brought to you by the Lyle School of Engineering, offering master's programs through on-campus and distance education options. Visit lyle.smu.edu. BMW. Test drive one at your local Dallas-Fort Worth BMW centers and take advantage of exclusive offers. Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue. Find your comfort zone. Credit Union of Texas. Be a part of something unexpected. CUTX.org. Experience more. Also by Ruthie's Rolling Cafe. Voted the best grilled cheese in Texas. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Mustang Sports Network.